Mr. Zamot to go to the authorities if he had anything. I urged him to tell me. I urged him to tell the board. He has said he has no individual or institutional accusations to make. That he was expressing frustration with the pace, the level of urgency, the difficulties of moving these projects forward. He and we were frustrated with what was coming out of Title V. Let's go back. I mean, Title V, to some extent, was put in place before the governor adopted his own expedited permitting process, right? So to some business people, it was not as necessary a tool because they didn't necessarily believe that they needed help. The second part of the frustration with the Title V process is that the bulk of the interest in the island, in investing into the island's critical infrastructure, again, I need to remind everyone that the Title V is not for all private sector investment. It's for a subset, for critical infrastructure as defined by the law and the plan. In that subset, the bulk of the proposals, 53 out of 55, had to do with PREPA. Most of those had to do with PPOAs or purchase power agreements that had not yet been either renegotiated, accepted, or rejected by PREPA. And so that's a long process. It's taking much too long. Of course, PREPA has many priority action items on its plate, including restoring electricity and negotiating with the federal government for FEMA funds and so on and so on. But to the extent that 53 of the 55 had to do with that process, which is very slow, and there wasn't a great deal of other private sector infrastructure interest through this pipeline, it was frustrating for all sides. I think it was frustrating for the government as well. Remember, all that we can do with the Title V is help them with an expedited permitting process. I can't force that project to win an award. That's not the role of Title V. The Title V is to take a project that needs expedited permitting and help them with that expedited permitting. And Noel did a fabulous job to answer the question earlier. He did a great job in negotiating a very attractive expedited permitting process with all the different government agencies here in Puerto Rico, which is online on the website. The issue is simply, do you name them critical projects before they win the award? Do you spend time and money on that, and then only one of 5 or one of 10 or one of 20, or maybe an RFP doesn't occur? And what we decided was we would instead first have the government make the award, and then we'll help them with the permitting.